Hey there, it's Melissa. And being a successful Beachbody coach, I get asked all the time by people that are considering becoming coaches, what is it that I see common characteristics in people that have become successful with coaching? So I thought I would make this video so that you had an idea of maybe the top 5 characteristics that I see in people that become coaches that end up being very successful at this business. So number 1, is you have to be a product of the product. Now, I know you've probably heard that before, but that's true with anything, right? I mean, you can't sell Starbucks if you drink Seattle's Best. You have to embrace Beachbody, their amazing fitness programs, Shakeology, and the performance line, all of the products that they have. You have to find what works for you because there's a huge variety out there, and you have to use them. Whenever I do calls for different teams, the first thing I always say is you need to get off of this call right now if you are not working out on a regular basis and drinking your Shakeology. Simple as that. You cannot be successful as a coach. You are going to try to sell people instead of inspire them if you're not using the products. So the people that I see very successful in this business use the workout programs, whether they teach the formats in a live setting or they just use the Beachbody on demand and pick programs here and there and get their 30 minutes of workout in, or they start a program and do it all the way through and document their progress. Any way that you do it, use the Beachbody products to be successful. Now, number 2, I think is very important, are people who are willing to grow. We all come into this business, or any business for that matter, kind of green or new. And so taking the time to really learn about not only the products and the business, learning about social media, but you also have to learn how to become a better person yourself. So some people struggle with time management. Other people struggle with confidence. Some people struggle with having a leadership role. So being okay with knowing that you have to put a little bit of time in yourself with personal development is definitely number 2 that I think successful coaches do that unsuccessful coaches or people who never take off with coaching don't do because they do not work on their personal development. Now, number 3 is, guess what? You have to kind of be public about your lifestyle. I do have people come in as coaches and they're very private. They've got all of their social media set to private and they're scared to put pictures of themselves or their family up. And I'm telling you to be successful because this is network marketing and you have to put yourself out there to inspire other people. Yes, you're going to have to be public on social media about what you do. That is number 3. You can't hide behind products. You can't hide behind inspirational quotes. You have to put yourself out there in order to be successful at this business. Now, number 4 is share. I always say it's about sharing and not selling. Please understand, my husband was in the car industry for 20 years. And when I was able to retire him, he came home and kind of put on his coach hat and said, I can become a coach. And so he went out there and he tried to sell people. And guess what? He failed. This is a relationship business. And so number 1, if you don't like people that much, this may not be for you. But also it takes time. You have to build relationships and trust with people in order for them to want to have you help them physically, financially, emotionally, all of the above. It takes time. People are worth the time, but it's not a get-rich-quick scheme because you just are not selling person after person on the great products that we have. And number 5, the last one, is you have to understand that this just really has nothing to do with you. You have to have a heart of service. I tell you, when I became a coach 7 years ago, I did it because I just wanted to help people. I loved helping women feel more confident when they looked in the mirror. I loved helping them get healthy. And because of that, I drew people in. And the more people I wanted to help, coincidentally, the more the paychecks got bigger. But it was never, ever, and it still to this day does not revolve around commission, how much money I'm going to make, who's going to join my team. All I want to do is to make someone's day a little bit better. And I think that every successful coach on my team has that same mindset. It's a heart of service. So again, let me recap real fast that you have to understand you have to be a product of the product. There's no way around it. If you just cannot see yourself working out or drinking a fantastic meal replacement shake most days, this isn't for you. You also have to be comfortable with knowing that you do have shortcomings. We all do. And personal development is the thing that's going to make you a better person to be able to serve people better. Number 3, you got to put yourself out there on social media. You can find your niche, whether it's YouTube or it's Facebook or Instagram or Pinterest. It's infinite, right? But find what you love to do and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You are in complete control of your social media. All it takes is one button to push block if someone makes you uncomfortable. And then you also need to understand that this is about sharing your journey. It's not about posting links on your social media. All you're doing is inspiring other people to make the same change that you've decided to do for yourself. And last but not least, come into this with a heart of service because you want to help people. And I promise the business will build because of that. And like I always say, we all need to exercise a little bit more. We definitely need to eat a little bit better. And we need to feed this a whole lot more in order to stay sharp. So why wouldn't you couple yourself with a company that makes it easy for you to do all 3? And before you know it, it becomes a plan B, making life a little more enjoyable and a little less stressful. And before you know it, you're going to turn around 3 times. It's going to be your plan A, and all of the things that you only dreamed about become reality, and you're actually living the life you've always dreamed of, happy and healthy.